A topic of discussion. We got Mohammed Hijab. So he makes a comment that pissed off a lot of Christians. And, let's get into the clip really quick, man, so you guys get some context of what's going on here. And I'm going to share my opinion as a Muslim.
What's worse, having sex with a man or believing in Jesus as God?
Believing in Jesus as God is worse.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course.
Because why?
Come on.
Why?
Yeah,
bro? Why?
shirk is the worst thing
Does
you
that
can
mean
do.
you? Wait 1 second. Does that mean that? That doesn't mean anything.
But what if they haven't been revealed the truth yet? Because it's like, aren't these people that have not understood the truth?
Yeah, no, that's...
The people that go to hell
we're
are the
talking-
ones that have not been revealed the truth
No,
yet.
that's
We're
true.
just talking about
That's
them
true.
as
No, but as standalone concepts.
yeah,
right?
standalone.
What's
concepts.
worse, having sex
Shirk
with
or
a-
gay?
Yeah. Shirk is the
Shirk
worst
is
thing.
the worst thing.
Yeah,
Why
you're
though?
right.
Why?
Shirk is the greatest sin.
إن الله لا يغفر أن يشرك
But what's
به
the logic behind
ويغفر ما دون ذلك لمن يشاء. Allah does not forgive someone who does shirk with him, and He can forgive anything else to whoever He wants. If a Muslim has sex with a man, for example, he can still maintain as a Muslim, but like a heavily sinning Muslim. He doesn't lose his Islamic credentials by doing it. But if he's not excommunicated from Islam if he does that. But if a Muslim if a Muslim commits shirk, he actually leaves Islam altogether with that, So
And one is a crime against humanity. One is a.
Yeah, so a lot of people were just outraged about the comments that Mohammed Hijab made. A lot of Christians were coming out saying, like, this is blasphemy. How are we going to form an alliance with Muslims to fight the devil when they're making comments like that? And this is just one specific Muslim, but he does carry a lot of weight. He has a lot of influence, especially on social media, the YouTube. He's kind of the guy who's, I would say, him and Ali Dawa are the guys who are like the YouTube Muslim creators who are out there on the street debating people, the speaker's corner and all that, and they really they have a huge following. Personally speaking, I don't agree with what Mohammed Hijab said. He says a lot of stuff for shock value, and he made a comment saying, obviously homosexuality is worse than or is better than committing shirk. Shirk is pretty much associating partners with God. Obviously the whole Trinity concept is viewed at from the Muslim point of view and the Jewish point of view. Jews believe the same thing about the Trinity concept, that the unity of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit is associating partners with God, is associating partners with the concept of the oneness of God, the God of Abraham, right? And the Jews believe the same thing, right? The Jews and the Muslims actually share a belief in the oneness of God, the true oneness of God, the God of Abraham, right? And I'm not over here, stepping on any type, all religions, and I'm not, criticizing, because from the Islamic point of view, from Islamic law, unlike, some the Jewish faith, we actually look at Christians and Muslims as people of the book. And, we're allowed to marry Christians. We're allowed to eat some of the foods that if it's cut the same way, like we can eat kosher and stuff like that. And so there's a lot of similarities in that aspect, but the whole Trinity concept that most Christians subscribe to, that's a no-no for Muslims, okay? That is associating partners with God and from the lens of a Muslim. Now, there is like Jehovah's Witness and stuff like that. I heard people throwing around the Jehovah's Witness stuff where they believe in the God of Abraham as well, the oneness of God. And there is that, but there's like something associated. I'm not too familiar with it, but, I haven't looked into that. I'd like to learn more about that. Maybe that is, something that I guess we can get along with as far as just like the whole concept of associating partners with God, So, but now you have, I'm going on social media, you have all these people just being outright disrespectful. You got clowns like Zerka, who's a fake Christian European, who's probably an atheist. He's running around posting goat pictures with Mohammed Hijab, which was like, what's up with that shit, man? Like, come on. He's just going outright disrespectful now. And he got his ass smacked around a few times for disrespecting Muslims. So he's over here posting like stuff like this, derogatory. And Muhammad Hijab will beat his ass anyways. I'm not even gonna spend too much time on Zerka. Yeah, I just wanted to say, look, man, just as a fellow Muslim, like I don't agree with what he's saying. I don't think that, I think that the people, as Muslims, we always say, kind of what the Christians say, like we hope that one day they will be guided to the truth. And, the Christians say the same thing about the Muslims. Okay, and there's no animosity here. What he says does not represent all Muslims. We're not over here, again, like Muslims, Jews, and Christians have coexisted in several societies throughout history, especially like Spain. They coexisted with each other for 200 years. You can't say that about any other religion, right? You can't say that. You can't say that the Jews and Christians existed together in harmony. Other than maybe like what's going on in the West now, but I don't even consider America and the UK and stuff like that religious. Those are, to me, that those are just atheist countries. I don't consider them Christian countries, to be honest with you. The majority of the people are practicing Christians, but they don't implement that practice within. They're not implementing theological, like the Romans did. So no other society that you'll look at, and even in the Middle East, there's Muslims, Christians, and Jewish populations. As much as people want to say, oh shit, the Jews got kicked out, the Christians are being persecuted, it's all fucking bullshit, man. You go to the second most populous Jewish population in the Middle East is in Iran, right? Something like 10 million Jews living with Muslims all over the place, and they live peacefully. And actually, a lot of them are against the state of you know who, right? So, fuck all this, back and forth stuff, man. We gotta actually be in alliance, the believers versus the non-believers, because there's a lot of devilish, atheist, satanic people who are running shit now, and we need to, as long as you believe in the God of Abraham, we need to unite and cut all that bullshit, So I don't like seeing all this drama between Muslims and Christians and Jews and stuff. It's just. It's not necessary, man. There's a bigger fish to fry here. But yeah, just wanted to say that, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Hit that like button, subscribe button, peace.